All right. Hey, how's it, everybody? Let's see here. It is 5 p.m. West Coast time, 3 p.m. Hawaii time. No. 2 p.m. Hawaii time, 8 p.m. on the East Coast, 7 p.m. for our Central Time folk. We've got an East Coaster in the house. Hey, Pussycat, good to see you. We have got a Central Coast person. That's right, I said Central Coast. We have a Central Coast person in the house. Hey there, Kenny, how you doing? It looks like we've got Elaine on the YouTube side, which makes me very happy because, as we probably have all figured out, it's always a little bit unsure as to whether or not all of the chats from all of the places, from all of the everywheres, comes through. But it looks like YouTube's here. It looks like Restream is here. It looks like Twitch is here, which means we are all here together. And Pussycat in 20 minutes might not be here because Pussycat is watching the Falcon 9 Heavy rocket about to launch in 20 minutes. I don't know what that is, but I do know this. I do know that they don't launch those things if the weather isn't right. I also know that Pussycat was having some serious weather potential yesterday. So, if indeederys, that's right, indeederys, if indeederys there is a launch, I'm going to assume that the weather is better than it was yesterday. Pussycat, your Mustang, did it survive by any chance? Did it survive? It's all clear now? Good, good, good. All right, so Cola T coming in at our time zone. Vegas, baby. All right, for Cola T. Well, I've got a question for you when we get back. But before I've got that question, we're going to just get the party started. All right. Okay, Andre sneaking in just as we were starting that Black Cat intro. Speaking of the kitty cats, warm enough outside for the cats to be mostly outside, which meant, that's right, you know what it meant? Hold on, let's see if I can find out what it meant. Which means Mr. Leo had the run of the roost today. He came inside and everybody else was outside. He was like, fine then, I'm gonna get on the cat tree and I'm gonna sleep in the box on the cat tree, the most prized box. That's where he spent most of the night, or most of the morning, which I guess was night for him. And then I went and bothered him. I wanted to get really cute pictures of him in the box, but I bothered him, so then he left the box, and then he decided to just leave me alone entirely. So now I don't know where he is, but what I can tell you is, as of like 2 hours ago, he's very safe and comfortable. And he filled his belly. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say he's still probably doing pretty good. Exactly. Yep, Leo looking cute and snug, and a little bit smug, I thought too, at the same time. Yeah, okay, you meant smug too. Exactly. Like, I feel like he was just feeling a little smug there. And Pussycat, it's windy still. You must make it through without any damage. But the rocket went through 2 hailstorms and got hit by lightning on the pad. Oh, yeah, I'll bet it acted kind of like a lightning rod, as it were. And, okay, so Kenny from the Cove, you are one eye on, one eye off, looking at the Bruins Hurricanes game. Hey, Randy, good to see you there. Yeah, Kenny from the Cove, you gotta believe it. Leo was not having any of the paparazzi. He was just having nothing to do with paparazzi one little bit. But Pussycat, I would assume that the rockets are probably meant to withstand lightning strikes, I'm guessing. I mean, like, they are kind of like lightning rods, right? But the hail, though, I do have to wonder. I mean, obviously, I know next to nothing about what it takes to launch a rocket ship, but I have to wonder, you know, like, damaged outer rings, outside materials of a rocket ship, that might matter, right? Like if the hail's dented it, that would be bad? Or... I don't really know what I'm talking about. All right, so there we go. Andre, so even the weather's not liking Elon, or is it a NASA rocket? Oh, yeah, no idea. Andre, the launch pads are protected from lightning. Well, Pussycat just said that the rocket itself got hit while it was on the pad. So, I mean, the pads might be protected, but, oh, okay, they have lightning protection. Okay, well, all right, but still, though, that doesn't, I still am curious, though, about, I mean, like, they don't have hail protection, right? If the hail was big enough and dented the outer layer of the rocket, I don't really know what you call that, the skin, I don't know. I don't know what you call that, but, you know, the outside of the rocket and stuff, if the hail damaged it and made a little denty dent, like, that would matter, right? Or I suppose asking this question to a bunch of randos on the interwebs might not get me the most scientificalness of answers, but I think we also know that I don't really expect the most scientificalnesses of answers. And so, let's see here, Pussycat, it's 4 towers next to the rocket to prevent it. Okay, but I'm still curious about the hail, you guys. I'm still very curious about the hail. And, let's see here, Kenny from the Cove. After the Bruins game 7 of the Kraken Avalanche series, winner goes to round 2. One step closer to the Stanley Cup. That is correct, Kenny. Sodawax and I were just talking about that last night, and he's hoping that the Kraken go on to the next level. He has high hopes, just like perhaps you do, and today, for a lot of people, was a major sports day. I know that Sodawax will not be on the stream today because he had a series of 3 different games that were must watch. One of them was, I think, a Phillies baseball game, but don't quote me on that. One of them was definitely the Kraken game. And then I think the other one might have been the one that you're watching right now, Kenny, the Bruins. But honestly, I was like, I don't know that thing. So I didn't. Whatever that other game he was rambling about, it was like, you're just rambling. I don't know what you're talking about. But that's okay. And so Tampa Bay is out. Yeah, well, frankly, I'm kind of surprised that the Kraken made it this far. But even if they don't make it to round 2, I still think that it's neat that the Kraken, as such a new team, made it as far as they did. I think it's very unreasonable and silly and short-sighted to hope that a brand new team can, like, really take it all the way the Las Vegas Golden Knights did their first season. Listen to me, like, I know what I'm talking about. I don't. But I do know that that it's always a good idea to build a team. Slow and steady wins the race. You know, you've got to really, if it's one thing living in Seattle, which used to be the losingest city of all the sports cities, if it's one thing I can tell you, take the patience to build a good team, and then the golden years will happen. We started it off with Mike Holmgren in Seattle. Now, he didn't quite sustain us through the next level, but he took us to the next level. Pete Carroll has, continued the work that Mike Holmgren built upon, and now, even though Seattle isn't necessarily, the winner a lot, there's still a pretty good team that once they make the playoffs actually might continue into the playoffs. Whereas when I grew up around here, once the Seahawks got into the playoffs, it was basically like, oh, well, the season's over, because they're going to go and they're going to lose. As soon as they hit the wild card, they're going to lose everything and not go forward. That's not the case anymore. 40 years later, things have changed. And Bacola T, the Vegas Golden Knights, almost took the cup their first season. Why did I think they did take their cup the first season? See, this is where I think I know what I'm talking about, when really I don't know what I'm talking about at all. Like, seriously, at all. So, like, when you know things and stuff, like, McCulloughy's like, check yourself, girl. You just said something totally wrong. Yeah, I need to hear that because chances are I sounded like I knew what I was talking about, but I did not. So the Golden Knights didn't take the cup their first season. Okay. All right. And Andre, better hope that Vegas doesn't want our Sounders as a new team there. I didn't know that was even an option. I would frankly be very surprised if that happened. Now, first off, I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know anything about soccer teams being bought and sold and that scuttlebutt. But Seattle getting rid of the Sounders, to me, would be very strange. The Sounders have sold out more games, I believe, at the arena that was built for the Seahawks than the Seahawks do. The Sounders have just as big of, if not bigger than, a fan base in Seattle. Like, the Sounders are huge in Seattle. The uproar that happened when the Sonics were sold would be dwarfed by the uproar that would happen if the Sounders were sold, from my point of view. The Tech Bros love soccer. And even before the Tech Bros moved into Seattle, Seattle loved soccer. Seattle is a soccer town in regards to how unpopular soccer is everywhere else in the country. Seattle is really a soccer town. Has been since I was a kid. And so first off, let me make it clear. I have no idea what I'm talking about in regards to teams getting bought and sold, but I would absolutely be stunned if it was even an option for Seattle to move to Vegas for the soccer team. Like, I would be gobsmacked. But then again, I'm into roller derby, not sports ball, so we already know. I don't really know much about much. And Kenny from the Cove in Seattle's second season, they still have a chip on their shoulder. Too many opponents and too many hockey fans still look at the Kraken as just a bunch of cast-offs. Kind of like an Island of Misfit Toys vibe. Well, but though, see, that is, to me, the perfect place to be. Because when there's no expectations, there's very little pressure. And the only thing you can do when there's no expectations is exceed the expectations. So as far as I'm concerned, I think that it is perfectly perfect where they are right now. And speaking of where they are right now, you know where all these Raiders are? They're here right now. All right, welcome in, Raiders. And by the way, Kulika 1965, I don't think I said hi to you earlier, even though I saw you earlier and I thought about saying hi, but then I didn't for whatever reason because I got distracted. But hey there, Kulika, so good to see you. Terry in Scotland, thanks for the raid. Looks like we've got Gina coming in, although actually Gina probably was here too, double dipping on both sides because Gina's good like that. And let's see here, anybody else I may have missed that I'm seeing hop up at the moment? Not yet, but if y'all want to say hello, I will happily say hello. In fact, you guys, so, hey, Terry in Scotland, so good to see you. Okay, so, last weekend, last Sunday, had the little stream, and, folks and things were on the stream, people that I knew in real life. Soda Wax, for instance, was on the stream last Sunday. Randy was on the stream last Sunday. Both Randy and Soda Wax I happen to know from Waku. So, last weekend after the stream, I went to Waku and Soda Wax was there. So Soda Wax had literally just seen me on the stream. Then we were there. All right, you guys. We get to the bar and the bar is playing America's Funniest Videos. And this was one of the first clips that showed up after I sat down at the bar And Tony and I couldn't stop laughing because he was just like, oh my God, it's you. This is you. This is what you do on the screen. We're watching a little girl version of you. And so, I would like to share with you the little girl version of me. I was laughing so hard, I was crying. I almost fell off the bar stool. I was laughing so hard. Now, I'm sure it's not nearly as funny to you guys, but, yeah. Let's see if we can find it. Let's see if we can find it. Yeah, let's watch this little girl act like me.
Hi guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to look like Harley Quinn from the movie. Hi guys, I am Karotis, my banja. Hi guys, my name is Carrie. Hi guys, my name is Lucy. The day I am going to show you, I am going to show you how to look like a DJ Tanner from Full House. Come on, let's get it. See how much I'm doing here? Like that. DJ does not need no more makeup, but she needs some lipstick enough.
Leave the door open.
I'm trying to do my makeup better.
Jada, look at me.
I am not a good artist.
Oops, sorry about that. I am mutated. Okay, I think I got everything organized. There we go. Sorry, all of the buttons. So, I hope that you guys thought that was half as cute as I thought it was. I hope that you guys can hear me. It looks like you might be able to hear me. Maybe, yeah. Either way, I saw that video and literally just lost it, you know, and, both Soda Wax and I were just like, that's you. Hi guys. And then but what really brought it home for me was she was doing pretty much exactly what, I mean, I've never done my makeup on the stream, right? But what was, and will be my stream is all about. It's about learning how to do stuff. It's about putting stuff forward when you're not very good at it. It's about trying something on screen and presenting a product that might not be perfect. And I think we can agree that she presented a product that might not be perfect. And when her dad or whoever it was that caught her, you know, she's just like, gives up, like, I'm not a good artist. It's like, no, honey, you're not. And, well, it still makes me giggle. Clearly, all she needs is the two-tone hair. Exactly. I mean, it was, seriously, you know, it's this little chubby girl, like, I'm not a little girl, but yeah, it's a big chubby girl, and then she was a little chubby girl. Hi guys. And Kulika, actually, to tell you the truth, after she rubbed it, it was kind of a good smoky eye. I was like, God, you know, it kind of looks better that way. And Pussycat, okay, you'll be outside watching the rocket in 1 minute. And Gina, right, relating so hard. I'm telling you, man, my makeup, oh dude, once you start doing the eye makeup and then it starts dripping on your foundation and you realize you have to redo your foundation and I am not a good artist. It's just the way it works. Makeup, no, there's a reason why I don't do makeup. Now, okay, so speaking of funny makeup videos, here's another one, and yeah, I'm just blatantly grabbing this off of the interweb, but I saw it today, and in conjunction with what we just saw, I was just like, this is kind of an appropriate video, because seriously, you guys, women who don't wear a lot of makeup, and dudes who don't wear any makeup, really don't remember or understand how difficult it is to put makeup on well, to look good with the makeup that you've chosen. And this particular video really, really highlights it. And basically it's from Local 808, and unfortunately I didn't clip the YouTube channel for it. I apologize. I will be putting a link in the description when this posts later. But I believe it's the Local 808 channel, or maybe it's Living 808. Shoot, I can't remember. Either way, if you YouTube search Mokes Try Makeup, or Mokes Try Putting on Makeup, this is what you're gonna find. And well, yeah, this is what you're gonna find.
I am makeup artist number 1. Today, I'm going to be doing a demonstration of makeup. Poker face, ain't that gonna jump on it. Make Katy Perry when she's hot. Too bad I wasn't in the kind. Her name Kimmy, but we'll go with her. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Because I'm not ready. I have no clue what I'm doing. First, we're going to start off with the liquid foundation.
Okay. No. Not like crossing so much.
Stop laughing at me. I never did this before. So what you do with the face powder is you put it on her face. Oh, that was terrible. I'm sorry.
Cookies.
I'm doing it. You do it too soft. It's not the film. Sorry, I'm not trying to make you look unbelievable, but you're starting to look like one of the Walk of Sale kids.
Is that a short joke?
No. Shit. That's no good. Okay, now let's go with the blush.
That is totally like a motherfucker. I'm sweating. It's gonna turn into. Shh. It's like I was a crack whore and I fucked up really bad.
Oh, fuck your eye. Yeah. Oh god. I'm going with your right eye.
Let me know you're coming in.
Here.
I mean, not like that.
I don't think that's right. Oh, my fucking eye! Cool. Should be on makeup artist. I'm coming in. I'm coming in here.
Oh, there.
That's how the picture looks.
I'm getting under my eye.
Look like you get one black eye. Sorry, I just tickled your nose with my pinky.
I feel like I'm able to enter and drag.
Oh, shit. Only a minute! Hurry! Almost poked the eye out of now. Oh god, I'm sorry. Sorry! I'm so sorry! Okay.
This is so scary.
Turn to your right, turn to your right. Holy shit! I don't even know how you put on lipstick.
Okay.
Holy! Nice! Holy nice! So pretty! Make sure you don't color outside the lines or it's gonna look kind of chain. Why are you afraid? Don't be afraid!
Do you see the way you're coming at me? You're like, fuck her!
Okay.
Are they sisters?
Are they sisters? Oh, they're almost sisters, I think.
They're twins. They
This
have
one's,
3 sisters.
this one's kind of fat. Can't do that. The thing that you can't do. Bango!
Oh my god, not my teeth! It's tickling. I want eyebrows on fleek. What the fuck are you putting on my face?
She got that little, see that little mole?
That's not makeup. That's her skin.
It's on to match it. So that's inspiration by Lady Gaga. Eyebrows, lips, face, on fleek.
Fada! Oh, the red is real red. I look exactly like Katy Perry. No, you sit your ass right here. You wait. You wait. Oh my god. Ta-da. I look like a fucking clown. Oh my god. Ready?
Oh.
Okay, ready?
God damn!
That's good and bad. Oh shit. Easy. Land a man with this, but yeah. Good job, Edie.
Oh my god.
Let's take this shit off! No, you guys have no. Hold on.
Ready and models. Models. Fierce. Work it. Work it. Work it.
Alright, there we go. Sorry, didn't mean to go to that. Let's see here. So, gotta get everything stopped and stuff. Alright, so that was our little makeup tutorials. More like what not to do than what to do, so to speak. Yeah, so and let's see here, Kenny from the Cove. A woman you once dated offered to put makeup on a shiner you got when another fellow dotted your eye. I told her no, this will be a red badge of courage. Yeah, exactly, dude. I mean, there's no need to cover up a black eye. That's just, you know, it is what it is, right? And so, yeah, I thought that we could have a little giggle, though, out of the 2 makeup-related little videos. The one self-induced, and then the other, moke-induced, I guess. I have to say, you guys, I don't know what it is about when men put makeup on women. Now, I know that those guys had pictures that they were going for, but in my experience, all of the guys that have ever tried to put makeup either on themselves or on somebody else, dude, they choose the most garish colors possible. Like, they have no sense of, all they see is bright, pretty colors, and they want to splash bright, pretty colors on everything. Like that one guy, he had like the gold and the green and the purple, and it's just like, and then the bright pink with the, dude, that's not a flattering palette, shall we say. Palette? What's that? Says him. Exactly. So yeah, we got to see the successes of that. And let's see here, like in old France, white and red. Right. There you go. So, let's see here. Hold on. I think I might be having an echo, and if I am, I might have just fixed it. And if I didn't, well, it's not there anymore anyway. So, yeah. All right. So now that we've had a little giggles, we can go back to some of our regularly scheduled materials, as it were. Now we've got a couple other things too, but why don't we take a revisit? No, you know what? That's not what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this instead. You remember back in the day, before I even knew how to do any kind of video editing, before I even had a video editing software, before I knew how to do anything, really. Well, we started this stream. That's right. We started this stream before any of us knew how to do anything. Except for some of us did know how to do things because they're tech-wisier than I am, and because they've done it before, because Andy Boomatai's Daily Pigeon Live used to have these things called drops. And that is when the fans and the watchers and the viewers decide to, hey, this is me, I'm watching you, come blah, blah, blah. All right then, get in. So, I don't have very many drops of the Statterbox crew coming in with, hey, this is so-and-so to blah, blah, blah. Check out Mad Statter. But I do have at least one of them, and that one came from Chak, who is here today, who is also in the background. She's actually not in the background today. She's kind of like getting all upper in the conversations, but oftentimes just staying K, lurking with the sword of no mercy, killing all the bots in the background. But before she did all that, she also did a drop. So let's look at the oldest drop in the historical records for Statterbox and Statterbox crew.
Hello, Chatter Statters. It's Shakalaka at Eastern Virginia on what we call Mount Chickahominy, the Chickahominy River Bridge, so called because kind of high up. You're on a bicycle. It is pretty brutal. But I'm not on a bicycle today. I'm on my trusty little red motorbike, Aqua. And I'm going to send this to Mad Statter, see if she can use it. Shaka from Shakalaka.
All right, there we have it, Rabbit. Thank you so much, Chak, for that blast from the past. And, I cannot promise that if you guys do a drop, I'll be able to fancy pants it up and make it better. That being said, I do have this much more editing skill than I had before. And I've got this much more computer memory than I had before. Okay, maybe like this much more. Which means I might be able to maybe do something. But if not, that's okay. Option, hey, good to see you. Haven't seen you in a long time. But what I do know is, if you guys want to create your own drop, generally try to shoot it in horizontal, not this one, but this one. And you can send me the video at madstatter@gmail.com, and I might be able to use it. It all depends on background noise, etc. Because here's the deal. I'm not very good at editing noise out of videos yet. That's still something I'm kind of working on. Right now, actually, I'm still working on the zooming issue, but I'm starting to get a handle on that. In fact, I had an idea, or I almost had a video ready for today, but I don't. So we're not going to watch that video yet. Yeah, so let's see here. Chak, you're trying to find some good video from Daniel's 1KU test. I don't look. Oh, are you? Okay, you must be doing some kind of streaming. Okay, okay, you guys, don't look at the lady behind the curtain on Chak's stream. Avert your eyes, I guess. Yeah, there we go. And Picola T, Kaden gonna start sending drops my way. Oh, fantastic, dude. Yes, I'd be super stoked. And Picola T, I meant to ask you when you first popped in. You're in Las Vegas. I know you go to Las Vegas for a lot of reasons. Are you in Vegas right now because Zippy's might be opening? Has Zippy's opened yet? I keep hearing that Zippy's is on the verge of opening in Vegas. Ultimately, I guess the real question is, do you know, has it opened yet? And that question is for Picola T or anybody in the area who might know. And when I say, oh, I don't know, or when I want to, like, what I really want to know is if you know or not. Like, if you don't know, you don't know. Actually, what I really want to know is, yes, it is open. That's really what I want to know. But only if that's true. And option filter noise, is that when I talk nothing but comes out but noise? No, that's when I talk nothing but noise comes out. And Andre, thank you so much for the 300 biddies. That is super awesome. And let's see what have you here. And so no, not here for Zippy's. I knew you weren't there for Zippy, or I didn't know, but I was 99% sure you weren't there for Zippy's, and you doubt if it has opened yet. Got it. Okay. Good to know. Actually, I mean, obviously, let's just say it did open this weekend. Probably the last weekend you'd want to be at Zippy's in Vegas would be the first weekend that's open. So, you know, even if it were open, I wouldn't expect you to show face there because the lines would probably be out the flipping door. And let's see here. Hey, Andre, I resemble that remark. Andre comes in with a swift and accurate correction. No mad statter. Most of the time your lips are moving and no sound comes out. You're muted. That's right. Very on brand. Very on point for my brand. And so, let's see here. Oh, you're building your sensei a website today. And he's going nuts. He sent me a dozen pictures and now a long video to pull stills out of. Got it. And Picola T, Ninth Islanders for sure would have let us know if Zippy's had open. Well, the reason why I'm asking actually is because on my Facebook feed, I'm getting a lot of indications that they're close to opening. People are like, Zippy's in Vegas. It looks like the scuttlebutt is they're on the verge of opening. And so, so that's why I was wondering if it actually had yet. And so, let's see here. It's got the cute third degree guy in it, but still don't know what you mean by that. But a cute boy is always nice to look at. So, let's see here. Andre, the show with no mutes. We will think you've been replaced with doppelganger. We love the mutes. Yeah, actually, to tell you the truth, that's kind of what I feel like. It's like, if we get something that goes without some kind of hitch, you will know that the aliens have invaded. You will know I have been body snatched. You will know that all is not right in the hood. When everything is right, you're gonna just be like, oh, that wasn't her, dude. I think her mole was on the wrong side of her face that stream. I think they got it all wrong. That could not have been her. Yeah, exactly. And Michi Mama, it's so good to see you on the YouTube side. I'm hoping that YouTube is smoothly flowing for you. I know that Twitch sometimes gives you heartburns, which is what makes me so happy about doing that dual stream that we've got going on right now. And let's see here. So, Chak is busy trying to find a good shot. And I would love to play Hot Shot because it just sort of seems like such a good segue. But we're not going to play Hot Shot because I don't have that video loaded up. Instead, we're going to have a Lono Listening Break for a song called Moe Boy. Now, this song is making fun of a dude who thinks he's royalty. This dude is not royalty. but he thinks he is, and so he's all royal in his own head. And yeah, every island's got one who's a little bit Lolo and thinks that he's maybe a little bit more important than the rest of us, but that's okay. He's harmless, and sometimes you get a good song out of it. So here we are with our Lono Listening Break, Moi Boy.
Alright, Moi Boy, Molokai. Got some land over here, got some land over there. I'm my father's great-grandfather's only living heir. When those lawyers find me, things are gonna change. I'll be sitting up there with the governor herself, sipping on champagne. Cause I'm Moi Boy Molokai. If I wasn't so Moi, you could look me in the eye. Go and check your genealogy, cause that's what you gotta do. You could be here sitting next to me. You could be Moi Boy, that's right, I'm Moi Boy Molokai. If I wasn't so Moi, you could look me in the eye. Go and check your genealogy, cause that's what you gotta do. You could be here sitting next to me. You could be Moi too, that's right. You could be Moi. Moi Boy.
All right, so that's a fun one, not available on any album. Just go to Lono's YouTube page, Kalpe'epe'e, or if you don't know how to spell Kalpe'epe'e, that's okay. It can also be found Lono doing a search for LonoMusic on YouTube. It's one of the last videos that he has uploaded, so it's the most it's near the top of the videos listed. Lono, as many of us know, is in the middle of a multiple album project with Molokai Evie Band, and as we probably all know, hasn't been posting a lot to his LonoMusic YouTube channel, which means that video, though posted a long time ago, is one of the first videos that's going to pop up because it was one of the last videos that he posted. And Kenny from the Cove, maybe an ear with the word hey or heh. Yeah, that's actually a good plan. That's a good plan. I'll have to think about that, or not think about it as much as find a little easy design to implement with that, because as much as I would like to admit, or not admit, as much as I would like to say, we don't need an emote to tell me that I'm muted. I think we all know that we need an emote to tell me that I'm muted. Right? I mean, let's get real. We need that. Okay, so we have had our Lono Listening Break. We've had our makeup tutorials. Yes, yes. We had our drops. Now, I'm left wondering, are people here? Are they doing this?
Are you watching this? Are you watching this? Are you watching this?
I don't know if you remember that, but when Lono said, "Are you watching this?" I grabbed that because it made me laugh. And let's see here. Andre, hey, yelling that you're muted, it is like helps with viewer interaction. That's a good point. That's a good point. And Pussycat, oh, that's a good little emote. I don't know where you found it, but you should maybe keep that on hand and show other people where to find it, because if I started seeing that, I might, going across the screen, I might have a clue that, like, nobody can hear you. So, but Andre, then again, right, yelling at the screen, you're muted, is a good viewer interaction. It helps keep people engaged. Got to keep people on their toes. Keep people on their toes. Did the stream just go out? Did my power just go out? Did my computer just fail? Oh, no. She just forgot to turn her mic on. Right. That's it. I'm keeping you on your toes. All right, so... Oh, that's a good... Oh, I really like that glow effect of the microphone. In fact, actually, you guys... Okay, so do you remember my... one of my first emotes ever, which is really not a good emote. In fact, it's a really not good emote. But it's one of my favorite emotes. Here we go. What's going on here? Stop. There we go. The flying fork emotes, it's not a very good emote, but I was proud of it because I designed it myself. It was one of my first ones that I ever made. But what I really would have liked it to look like, do you see how it's, purple in the middle and then orange on the outside? I wanted it to look more like that microphone above the flying fork. That, like, where the microphone is kind of glowy and, whatever. I wanted the forks to look more like that. So one day my flying fork vision might come to fruition, but right now, looking at them right up next to each other, I see that we have got a long, long way to go. And Andre, you like the flying fork? Well, no, I like it. It's just not quite what I wanted. And considering I had literally, you guys, I have no art. I have literally never taken any kind of art class in my life. Not a drawing class, not a painting class, not a nothing, no computer graphics, no computer anything, no, like, I've never taken any kind of graphic design, any kind of nothing. So we're talking like less than scratch is what we're talking about here. And, Terry, I need an emote for Molly. You have an enormous booger up in my nose. Oh, do I? I have bats in the cave? Oh no, I've got bats in the cave. We'll have to take care of bats in the cave. We'll get them exterminated there, Terry. Oh no, do I really? I thought Terry was joking for a second. Uh-oh. Looks like I might have a bat in the cave. All right, we'll have to get that taken care of. And let's see here. You got sent to art classes as a form of daycare during the summer as a kid. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I did do some art in the sense of like, finger painting and the like. But yeah, definitely not any kind of formal classes. So when you see these little bits and pieces, like, honestly, I know that this is a point and laughable thing for so many people. They just take for granted what they know, right? Well, just the simple act of, here we go, my incoming turkey, right? I have, the incoming turkey, and, god dang it, why do I keep doing this? There you go. So, the incoming turkey, which may or may not show up on the screen. I guess it doesn't show up on the screen. All right. Just the simple act of extracting the turkey picture from the picture that I had was an hours-long learning curve project. Just extracting one little clip art, it's not even clip art, just clipping something from the picture properly to get the real nice outline or whatever. Yeah, in fact, I have Option and Chak to thank for that. They're the ones who walked me through how to take this little thing out of this picture to make something else. And all I did was take a turkey out of a picture. It was way more difficult than you would think. And I'm sure for somebody who does that kind of thing for a living, it's like, dude, that takes about 30 seconds. I could do it in my sleep. And it's like, it's fine that you could take 30 seconds and do it in your sleep. I took longer. I took longer. Andre, thank you so much for the 200 bits for the flying forks. That is right. And let's see here. Gina, you have no art skills. All of your intended drawings turn out cartoonish looking. Yeah, and Chak is right though. Drawing is a skill that has to be developed, precisely. Yeah, and it's definitely not a skill that I've spent a lot of time or energy in, but I can say I have spent some time and energy. It just doesn't look like it because it's just a tiny little thing. But that tiny little thing, well, to quote the video that you oftentimes get when you hit my YouTube channel, sometimes the easiest of easies are not so easy. And yeah, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. So, Macaulay T, turkey extraction sounds like Thanksgiving dinner gone wrong. Oh, it does, doesn't it? No, instead it was Thanksgiving dinner gone right. One of my baristas is the one who cooked that turkey that is in the turkey, incoming turkey emote. And she took a picture of it, and she was so proud of her turkey picture. And she was showing her turkey off, and I was like, you need to be proud of that turkey, because it was a good-looking turkey. And I was like, not only do you need to be proud of that turkey, I need a picture of that turkey so I can put it on my live stream, so she provided me a picture of her turkey so I could put it on my live stream. And I did. And then I created an emote. So, let's see here. Let's see. You're going to hit up a drawing. Chak is saying, you're going to hit up one of your students for a drawing for this website. You know, what do you want? It's beyond you to execute. Right, exactly. And Kenny, I can draw a nice palm tree, but beyond that, as far as art is concerned, I couldn't draw flies. Nice, right? There you go. And Andre, I can cook things that you cannot even, and not all of them are food. Did I ever tell you about that time that I caught some rice on fire? Because sometimes I can't cook things that even are food. Because, yeah, I caught rice on fire once. Oh, right. A long time ago when I was a kid and learning to cook, right? No. In this house, as a grown-up, I knew how to cook rice. I don't know how I ended up catching it on fire. But yeah, I did. I caught it on fire. Yeah. Fuzzy Cat. Turns out I can burn water too. Because if you didn't know this, there's an awful lot of water in when you're cooking rice. You do add a lot of water. And I did. Yeah. And so you blackened pots but never got fire. Okay, so I guess technically speaking, we didn't have fire. We just had embers. Had I put some tinder on the embers, we would have had fire. But I will say that it was glowing hot red coals of hot enough rice that was burning in the bottom of the pan to catch. If I'd put a piece of paper in there, it would have caught on fire and we would have had fire. And just so you know, Andre, I actually was sober. I was very distracted. I was emotionally distressed. I was very upset, very distracted, literally lost all sense of time, obviously. So I'm walking into the kitchen. Wondering, when is this rice ever going to boil? And I look in and I see the steam swirling, but the pot isn't really acting like it's boiling, you know? So I see that through the glass lid, I see like the steam. No, it wasn't steam. I see the steam swirling, but I'm like, well, that just doesn't look right. But I don't want to lift the lid to let the steam out. But I really feel like I should lift the lid to let the steam out to like see what's going on. And so I lift the lid to let the steam out to see what's going on, and it was a bunch of smoke. And my smoke detector went up, and then the smoke cleared, and I saw all of the beautiful rice embers that were just ready to catch on fire, and and then I realized I caught rice on fire. Oops. And Mitchie Mama, very good question. Did the pot get bent out of shape? No. I still use that pot. Took a really long time to clean all of the everything off of it, but I still use that pot. And I have to say, you guys, I am not one to spend a lot of money on things and stuff, but when it comes to kitchen gear, buying good quality equipment really does make a difference. And this particular pot happened to be a Cuisinart pot. I didn't buy it. I got it from when like the grocery store does promotions, you know, and you like earn a certain amount of points, and they're like, you get this, you know, cast iron pan or whatever. Well, they were doing a Cuisinart one, and I ended up getting a really nice big Cuisinart, I don't know, 4-quart pot or something, 3-quart pot. And so that was the pot that I messed up the rice from in. And no, it's not warped. It's still very usable. And so you guys, you can literally catch your rice on fire in a Cuisinart pan and it'll still be fine. You just clean off all the burnt bits, which will take a long time, and some elbow grease. But yeah, it's perfectly fine now. It's very strange. Another Cuisinart brand thing that I can recommend is their immersion blenders. I had an immersion blender of theirs. I did break it eventually, but I broke it doing things that the manufacturer specifically said, oh yeah, this is not what this is intended for. Immersion blenders, if you don't know, are basically like the magic wand mixers that you put in your pot of soup and then blend up all the soft vegetables to make like a creamy, smooth soup. You know, but the key here is it's to be used in liquids to blend and chop soft vegetables. Well, I was using it to grind up chicken gizzards for my dog food. Grinding up chicken gizzards with an immersion blender because you don't have a food processor is not what the manufacturer recommends. But I still did it with my Cuisinart, and I did it for a while. But then I broke it. Either way, you can basically flippin', work it to its bones, and it'll do it until it finally gives up. But I'm telling you, man, Cuisinart does make some quality products. You pay through the nose, but they do make some quality products. And, let's see here. So, coffee's overflow. Uh-oh. And the Cuyahoga, I don't know how to say that word, river in Cleveland used to catch fire all the time. Yeah, back before the EPA was like a thing. Yeah, we had some rivers in the States, that being one of them, that decided that water could and should burn. And all I know is that back in your day, water could and should burn, but in my day, I really like that it doesn't so much anymore. So let's see here. Andre, I remember as a teenager inviting friends over and partying when your mom was on vacation and going, I'll make you espresso in the morning, and you did not screw the stovetop espresso pot tight enough and walked away. Heard it start to bubble up, and going towards the kitchen, heard a strange pop and gurgling water, entering the kitchen and see the espresso pot had launched its top off, covered the ceiling with hot espresso. Oh, that's funny. You had to clean that kitchen and your mom did not ask any questions. Well, you know, though, I mean, but here's the thing. You could have made that mistake without a party, actually. I mean, like, You knew the context in which the happened, but, you know, she didn't really, she didn't, right? And Terry in Scotland, that's a blender? You thought it was some kind of sex toy. Thank God you never used it. Yeah, no doubt, Terry. No flipping doubt. Now, the magic wand you're thinking of from Hitachi is actually a sex toy. The magic wand, the magic kitchen wand by Cuisinart, very different tool or item. And yeah. And let's see here. I don't know, Gina, if the aloi ever burned, but I do know that it has stunk to high heaven for many, many years. And but now with the Genki balls that they're putting in, it sounds like even the stench is starting to subside. And for those of you who don't know what it is we're talking about, there's a body of water that separates basically downtown Honolulu from Waikiki Beach on Oahu, and it's called the Aloi Canal, and it is a body of fresh to brackish water that is a man-made canal that incorporates 4 different natural streams that drain into that area. Over the years, what with the city growing up around it, it has turned into a stagnant bunch of uki yuck water, and they've got these things called Genki balls that is like bacteria-laden mud that they've started throwing into the canals, and the bacteria actually eats all the sludge and the gross stuff that is in the canal. And so where they're putting all the Genki balls, the water's starting to clear up, and things are starting to smell better. They're not as stinky as they used to be. So something is going on. I would like to say that something positive is going on, what with the whole not stinking anymore, but I have no scientificness to prove that hypothesis. I have no footnotes to bring to the table, but anecdotally speaking, I dare say that these Genki balls just might be working. And so let's see here. Oh, Andre, you and your mom kind of had a deal. It's like, I'll be back in 2 days. That's your warning signal to fix it. I don't want to know. Right. It's a good agreement. That's a very good agreement. All right, so let's see here. Now we are going to do, we are going to revisit a topic from last live stream that we touched on just for a minute. Si Honda was here. We were talking about heiaus, and I think specifically when this conversation was happening, we were talking about the Laka heiau on Kauai, and Si Honda was asking where it was because she thought she'd been to it, but then she realized maybe she hadn't. Or perhaps Si Honda was talking about the heiau with Rick and Darlene. I don't remember. But what I do know is Si Honda sent a bunch of pictures of the heiau, and it was the Kukui Heiau, and these are some of the pictures that she sent, and so beautiful pictures. So I thought that I would share them with you guys. Now I know that mostly when we've got the Hawaiian pictures the last couple weeks, these have been Rick and Darlene pictures. These are not Rick and Darlene pictures. These pictures are by Si Honda. And let me see if we can figure out, or if anybody knows where the Kukui Heiau is, please remind me, because it's either on Kauai or it's on Oahu. And I can't see on that plaque what it says, so I'm not going to tell you what it says. And Pussycat, you can't believe that the inlet doesn't bring fresh ocean water into the canal. If you look at how the Aloi Harbor and boat marina is in relation to the Aloi Canal, you'll understand why there's not a lot of ocean water that gets in there. Puzzy Cat. I don't have a picture. I wish I did. But basically there's a huge water break. You know, they've built a shore break, an ocean break. Behind that is where the boat harbor is. And then there's the boat harbor, which is filled with nasty boat water. And then the inlet to the Kauai is there. So that's why the water's brackish. You know, there is some exchange, but when it comes to like tidal flows, there's not a lot of fresh exchange. And just looking at the way the harbor is situated, and it's plain to see like, oh yeah, that's not a lot of in and out flow. You know, it was kind of designed, it seems like it was kind of designed to mitigate any kind of flow, to keep the marina water still, which makes sense, safer for the boats that way. On the other hand, the waters get gross when there's not that exchange. So yeah, I don't really know if it was a design flaw or if it was a design intention, if it was a bug or a feature. Either way, there are some issues with the design. We cannot, whether or not it's a flaw, you can argue. I mean, I agree it's a flaw, but the designer might be like, no, I meant to do that. And it's just like, well, that was a weird thing to mean to do. Andre, I do love water projects done before they know how water works. Right, exactly. Exactly. So there you go. All right, so let's see here. Gina, Kathy Pa'ina from Luke's YouTube says her family has their own heiau. Forgive you if you misspelled that. I think you spelled it right, but I will tell you this right now. Every time I spell heiau, I am very concerned that I spelled it wrong. So I can appreciate why you are concerned about that, but I think you spelled it right. But no quote me, please. Thank you. Okay. Now that we've got the last week wrapped up, now we're going to go on with Rick and Darlene's vacation, because Rick and Darlene are still on vacation. And even though it has been a little bit rainy over there, a little bit cloudy over there, they have still been able to go to many awesome things, like this coffee farm. Ooh! Oh, well, that's not what was supposed to happen. This is the coffee farm, but there's supposed to be a different thing. The picture that was supposed to start it was supposed to be different. But this coffee farm plantation, they actually let you wander about into the coffee trees, so you can wander and see how the coffee's grown. And Pussycat was saying that you spelled Pa'ina right, so that's good. And so we've got some cinnamon roasted macadamia nuts, coffee glaze. Whoops, I put this in the wrong area. Okay, so Green World Coffee Farm is where they were for the coffee, but that last set of pictures actually shouldn't have been included in the coffee pictures. The last set of pictures should have been included in the MacNut Farm pictures that we're gonna see in a minute. But right now, these are the coffee pictures, and we've got, let's see here, we've got macadamia nut, or we've got Hawaiian mud pie, chocolate, vanilla, of the ice cream flavors. And that's all I could see before it went away. But if you like coffee, this Green Mountain or Green Farm Coffee looks like they have got all the stuff for you. Now, according to Darlene, a pound of 100% pure Kona coffee is like $65, you guys. $65 a pound for a pound of 100% Kona coffee. Not Kona blend, Kona coffee. And I don't know if you know this or not, but it's not Kona coffee. unless it's 100% Kona coffee. So don't be all, thinking you're drinking Kona coffee if it's only a 10% blend. That's a blended coffee. That's not a Kona coffee. And, Chak, you're just going to stick with your San Francisco Fog Chaser. That Kona wasn't all that. I enjoy my Kona coffee, but honestly, the Kona coffee that I like is just the simple Lion brand Kona coffee, and it's not that expensive. And I know that lots of people look at Lion brand as like trash Kona coffee. I like it. I like it just fine. It's fine. But I don't drink enough coffee anymore to even have much in the house anyway. But $65, man, if I was going to spend $65 on a pound of coffee, I would be drinking it by the eyedropper, As only specialist of occasions will we have this tiny thimble full of coffee, type of thing. And, Puzzy, yeah, Lion's Brew Dark. It's just, I really enjoy, it's the most boring Kona coffee there is, but I really like it, I really liked it. And Kenny from the Cove, in reality, there's only one good kind of coffee. That's free coffee. Oh, friend, you know what? I don't know. I am not, I just don't know. There is some coffee that is just not, I just don't really know if I could say that free coffee is the best coffee. Because usually free coffee has the powdered creamer, and basically, it's like usually free coffee is really just bad. Like, I just know I can't, I cannot abide. Now, if we've got free coffee, free crummy coffee with real half and half and maybe some brown sugar, okay, I can live with that. But Chak, if you have to use cream, it's bad. That said, you use heavy cream. No, I enjoy my half and half in my coffee. There's no two ways about that. In fact, I kind of prefer half and half to heavy cream in my coffee, which confuses me because the one time, I've made it more than once, but the first time I tried heavy cream in my coffee, I thought to myself, this is going to be the best coffee in the world. I am going to love this coffee. This heavy cream in coffee is so luxurious and indulgent. I'm going to feel like a glutton, and it's going to be wonderful and delicious and everything. And no, actually, it wasn't very good. It coated my tongue too much or something. And so, let's see here. PPP bang. In your country, people think I'm insane for not drinking coffee. My country drinks the most coffee per population. Interesting. So where are you? First off, aloha, welcome in, first time chatter. You are now part of the Statterbox crew. I'm Mad Statter, and welcome in. But now, okay, so where are you from, man? Where are you from? Finland, eh? Really? Well, now here is a little fact that I didn't know. So Finland drinks the most No. How about we do this? Finland drinks the most coffee per capita. Wow, I did not know that. That is a piece of trivia I am going to keep in the back of my head, because that is, I did not see that coming. I was expecting you to say like, oh, I'm from Colombia, or I'm from Cuba, or I'm from, I didn't really know where to expect you to be from. I can tell you right now, Finland was not it though. So let's see here, on average 4 cups a day. Coffee is so popular that 2 10-minute coffee breaks are legally mandated for Finnish workers. Wow. That is, I mean, we use, we have mandated breaks, the 10-minute type breaks too, but they're not called, I guess they are called coffee breaks, but most people use them for like cigarette breaks or whatever, or just breaks. Kenny from the Cove, I suddenly love Finland. Yeah, exactly. A Puzzy Cat, Mr. Florida Man. if it's that cold, I'd be drinking the hot coffee too, for sure. And Kulika used to buy coffee in 20-pound bags, shipped from New Jersey. UPS guy always said thank you because it made, totally, I'll bet you it made his truck smell really good too. And yeah, exactly, PPP Bang, you use those mandated breaks for cigarettes instead. Yes, exactly. Spoken like a true industry worker. What industry? It doesn't really matter. A lot of workers, yeah, it's just like they might sip their coffee, but this is their cigarette break. It's the cigarette they needed. They wanted the coffee. It's the cigarette they needed. That is for certain. Hey, Sue Honda, so good to see you. I don't know if you were here and lurking, but I showed you pictures of your heiau, not your heiau as it were, but the ones that you shared with the Satterbox crew. Beautiful, gorgeous pictures. But please remember, please remind me, that heiau, which island was it on? Was it on Kauai or was it on Oahu? Or was it on the Big Island? I don't think it was on Hawaii Island, but I couldn't remember if it was a heiau that you'd been to on Kauai or Oahu. So, if you remember, I'd be super stoked if you could share that. And Kenny from the Cove, Statter hooked me up with the best coffee beans you've ever ground. Yeah, I can't remember. My boss loves that coffee roaster. I don't remember off the top of my head. I think it was like, what, Mukilteo coffee? I can see the bag in my head. And yes, it was the Mukilteo coffee. Yeah, super delicious coffee for certain. And one day I might be able to hook you up with that again, actually, because I think she's got more bags than, I think she accidentally ordered. Sometimes she just like randomly gets way more coffee than she needs, and I think we've got a stockpile right now, and so I can steal it, and she won't notice, and then you'll get the benefit. And let's see here. Okay, so you just got here, C Honda, so you will see it later. But it was okay. So it was Kauai near Wailua. Okay, you guys. So this heiau on Kauai. That's what I thought. Okay, there we go. Thank you so much, C Honda, for for clarifying that. And let's see here. Oh no, Chak is being given the harsh reality in regards to spicy food in Finland. I really can't let you know where there's spicy stuff. It's just hot wings with extra hot sauce. And so let's see here. Oh no, Chak, right, because your husband's going there and he's gonna be so bummed that you're gonna get the spice once he comes home. Okay, right, that makes sense. That makes sense. Let's see here. Yes, clandestine coffee. Exactly, Kenny. It will be clandestine coffee. I'm so glad that that you're down with the secret squirrel method of coffee transportation. We've got a secret pipeline, an underground pipeline of coffee from the Pacific Northwest to Texas. That's right. You know where to get the good stuff, man. You've got a line directly from and to the roasters. And it sounds like it's all illegal, but really we're just talking about coffee. We're just talking about coffee. And Pussycat, there you go. Coffee and puffs of Kona buds in the morning. Very lovely way to start the day, especially if you're able to look out on some ocean view and having a beautiful, wonderful day. So let's see here. Yes, Finland started such a storm of conversation. Unexpected. No. This is exactly how it works, PPP Bang, because you know what? We've got a lot of the same crew that hangs out here. And we talk about a lot of the same themes. Food, oftentimes we roll back to food. But when we've got someone who's coming in with like something that can just, boom, spark a totally different random conversation, that is what makes this stream the best, because Chatter with Statter isn't really about anything. It's about everything. It's about seeing where the chatter scatters. And so, let's go to Finland. Awesome, dude. I don't think we've talked about Finland very much. So, yes, I am super, super stoked that you were able to just be like, I'm dropping a good conversation bomb. I ain't ever been here before, but you guys are gonna like me before I leave. That's right, that's right. And let's see here. So I had to hold, or the Autobot there, PvP, held your message because he said a bad word, but I'm not worried about the bad word. So yeah, I had to. Sorry that the Autobot held it. I did allow it to come through. Hopefully everybody else can see it. And so let's see here. Mitchie Mama, you got to go to Costco before it closes. Yes, have a great rest of your day and try to remain calm and centered, Mitchie Mama, when you were in Costco. Because for me, Costco makes me angry, which is why I do not go there. And I'm wishing you pleasantness and the armor of nothing will bother you when you are at Costco. May peace be with you, and especially at Costco. And yeah, I know, that sounded religious and stuff, but I'm not religious, so I don't know what religion I just stole that from. I stole it though. And let's see here. Exactly, Pacola T. Be a strong Costco warrior. Be a strong one. And, so let's see here. So Andre and PvP Bang are just like, yeah, some places are a little stinky. Yeah, exactly, Pussycat. There you go. You gotta figure out a way to get around the algorithms. Yeah, that's why when I'm posting links on things that I'm not allowed to post a hot link on, I just spell out .com. It's just like, you guys can figure it out. It's this .com. Come on. And let's see here. PvP Bang, most foreigners end up disliking Finland unless you're way up north in Lapland in the winter. It's cold, it's dark, people are apathetic. Welcome to Seattle, my friend. Welcome to Seattle. Sounds like the Finnish and the people in Seattle, they would get along swimmingly. I mean, they wouldn't know it because neither would talk to each other, and it would be a silent ride in like whatever subway train, but they would both be drinking their coffee silently, glaring at the other person, judging, and then very happy that no one's talking. And then when they leave, it's just like, oh, I really like that place. No one talked to me. That was good. I like that place. No one talked to me. So yeah, I think Seattle and Finland, they might be blood sisters. Yeah, because the Seattle freeze is actually a thing. But apparently, according to Andre, Seattle ain't frozen versus Finland at all. Yeah, and let's see here. And yeah, exactly. You can't really hate on them because 9 months out of the year living in dark is, takes its toll. Absolutely. Yeah, Seattle's got kind of the same thing going on, only we are lower in latitude, so during our winter months, we do have a little bit more sunlight. But not a lot more sunlight. And Pussycat, I'm going to go out on a limb and guess that Finland does have a Starbucks, because if Finland drinks as much coffee as PvP Bang says, Starbucks has got to have made an inroad in there, right? That being said, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm wrong. So, PvP Bang saying, I believe so, but not popular. And you got a Burger King not too long ago, and a KFC as well. Interesting. Pussycat, you're investigating in Finland Starbucks. Yes, exactly. Helsinki might be the new Starbucks market. That being said, you can take the Starbucks from Seattle if you want, Finland. The owner's a jerk. The owner is a jerk. And you can just take him. And Pussycat investing, I thought you might mean that, but I wasn't quite sure. So I figured you were investigating whether you should invest. It's kind of how I decided to interpret that. All right, so you guys, we have not even looked at Rick and Darlene's vacation pictures yet. And that's okay because we've got them on hand and we are going to look at them later on. Not later on today, later on this week, maybe Wednesday. because Wednesday is the next time we're going to hang out here together. It is time, however, to wrap things up for Sunday. And let's see here. You're an anomaly. BBB bang. You only drink coffee if it's Irish. And I'm hungover or still drunk from the day before. That is a wonderful policy. And honestly, I hope that I hope a lot of things. Let's try this again. I hope that you hang out here again because I feel like you really like vibe, man. And it looks like you just followed, and so thank you so much for following. So I really do hope that you come on in next time. And next time, you might ask, when is next time? It is 5 p.m. West Coast time on Wednesday. No, that's a big lie. I'm a lying liar pants. It is not 4 p.m. 4 p.m. West Coast of America time. PvP bang. Dollface, you're going to have to do that math on your own. I have no idea what that means for Finland. I have no idea. Middle of the night, Finland. I have no clue. Probably. But 4 p.m. Wednesday West Coast time. So probably middle of the night, early morning Thursday for Finland. All time zones in between. Whatever. 4 p.m. Wednesday West Coast time is when we're going to have Chatter with Statter again. Okay, so it's 8 a.m. for you. Okay, so like it'll probably be like 7 a.m. or 6 a.m. on Thursday for you is the next time we're going to be here. So hopefully you're going to get a subscription notice, or not a subscription notice. Hopefully you're notified, so hopefully you know how to do things and stuff, and the things and stuff will tell you when we're here. But Sunday, 5 p.m. West Coast time. Wednesday, 4 p.m. West Coast time. That is when we normally hang out. All right. So, okay, it's 4:30 a.m. right now. Okay, well then, you're going to do the math, my friend. All I can say is 4 p.m. West Coast on Wednesday. Andre, thanks for gifting that sub. And now that we're 2 minutes over, we get to be saying goodbye and still confused about all the time zones because all the time zones are just different and stuff. And that, my friends, is how you wrap up a show in the most elegant and professional manner. Yes. All right, fun. Okay, you guys. Ahiho. And Wednesday, we will see each other here. Hopefully, though, we can hang out tomorrow with Andy Bumatai, James Mane at the Daily Pigeon Live for their podcast as well. All right, man. So, take care, and thank you, Chak, for letting PPP Bang know what Ahuiho means. It means until next time. So, on that note, Ahuiho, my friends. Ahuiho.